Welcome to Module 1 of Ready Entrepreneur. This module is about you and the fuel you need to start your business. We already know you've come this far because you are thinking you want your own business, or you already have business ideas you want to launch, but you have a few concerns to overcome your fears about taking this step. You want to find the confidence, time, and money to make your dream come true. As I said in the introduction, Ready Entrepreneur is about getting you to the starting line to start your business. In the Olympics, there's a starting line for sprinters, marathoners, walkers, swimmers, cyclists, skiers, all of them. The variety of activities that launch from the starting line are endless, but the process to get to the starting line is similar. And everyone needs to be fueled to get there. And your mental fuel is as critical as your physical fuel. In your case, as entrepreneurs, your physical fuel will be the foundation for launching your business. And we believe you will only get there if your mind is focused on succeeding. If you are starting a business, or you have a business with one or several partners, and by the way, we consider them all involved when we use the term you, so hopefully you are all prepared together on refining your Ready Entrepreneur practices. Now, unlike typical or traditional how to start a small business workshops and programs, we at Ready Entrepreneur are not going to start out by saying write a business plan, do market research, and do an analysis of whether or not your idea is viable. We will come to those more formal steps in later modules, but what we want to do now is make sure you personally have a foundation so you can actually complete those other steps when we get to them. Right now, to start this process, we understand you need to get beyond just the basic concerns you have about launching a business and keeping it going. So we want to start with your concerns and how you can begin to overcome some of these issues so you're ready to do everything else you need to get your business to the starting line. In this module, we will cover why you have business ideas in your head, what these ideas are trying to tell you, what do you want to do with your ideas, fear versus confidence, the reasons for fear and how to gain confidence, fighting the reasons from others about why you should not move forward, very important, and making sure you are fueled to get moving. As you go through the rest of the modules, we want you to keep coming back to the concepts in this first module, the way you go to a gas station when you need to fill up. In this case, you're filling up on your confidence. Do not run out of fuel. In this first video, video 1, we're going to focus on why you have business ideas, what these ideas are trying to tell you, and what you want to do with the ideas. Okay. So why do you have business ideas in your head? You know, most people are going through life and they're thinking about their job and their spouse and their kids and their friends and family and birthdays and grocery shopping and pets and all of that. And you're thinking about all that too, but you're also thinking about more because you see efficiency gaps, things that you want to fix or fill. And it's not just the issues that around family and friends and school and jobs and so on, but you see fundamental structural problems in our economy. You see missing products and services that could be helping people and making life easier or more enjoyable. You see opportunity and you think about it. A lot of people might say, I went to the store today and I wish they would do X. You come out of the store saying, I would like to do X and fix this problem or fill this gap. You have these ideas because you have the drive to do more with your life than is expected, and you want to make change and leave your mark and leave your legacy. The great companies of the world were built by people who recognized these gaps in the economy and decided to fill them. You are one of these people. So you can embrace this fact about yourself. This is not embarrassing or abnormal. You are part of a long tradition of progress led by people who saw opportunities and moved forward with them. Every major business you have heard of came from people like you who had an idea in their head. You can guess before these names became companies, they were individual, regular people with ideas. Maybe JW Marriott was thinking about clean, comfortable hotel rooms, or Estee Lauder was thinking about cosmetics and facial products. And it's not just the big names. Look around your community. It's your favorite family-run restaurant or that great boutique store that has such unique clothes and that last independent bookstore that's still hanging on and you love going there. Go online and you can purchase jewelry and clothes and books and courses and music and games directly from the person who created the product. Every one of these businesses started with an individual's idea. You have these ideas in your head because you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to launch a business. You want to have control of your life. You want to have money, make money. You want to work on your own terms. I'm sure you have many other reasons for starting a business, and we are always open to hearing them. Go ahead and put your reasons why you have business ideas in your head in the comment box at the end of this module so others can see and learn from you. And we're here to tell you that having business ideas in your head is not only normal, it is critical to our progress as a culture and a society. We would never want to stagnate, so we need people like you to keep us moving. So what are these ideas trying to tell you? If you're constantly thinking about business opportunities, I'm guessing you're an entrepreneur. These ideas popping into your head are real, and they are trying to get you to jumpstart on your entrepreneurial career. The fact the ideas keep changing and updating is part of the process. You might have one idea you've never been able to shake, or you have a new idea every week. Either way, your brain is looking for the best idea for you to implement, and the ideas will keep coming because ultimately you're an entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs put ideas into action. This is exciting, and we realize maybe a little scary, but this is you. These ideas are trying to tell you to move forward and execute on your entrepreneurial dreams. So the first thing to understand is your idea is a natural part of human progress, and we are here to help you transform the idea into a business. So what do you want to do with your ideas? Maybe you would like to solve a problem, add value, fill a market gap, commercialize a hobby, improve a situation. Knowing why you are deciding to transform your ideas into a business will support your confidence and interest in getting the work done. You could also have many ideas, but you're not sure which one or several may be viable businesses. This is not an issue as you work through the course. If you have not already decided which idea is the one you want to make you an entrepreneur, a functionally everyday entrepreneur, then you're going to eventually want to pick one. But in the meantime, as you go through the Ready Entrepreneur modules, you do not have to have your idea selected. You can think more conceptually about implementing the Ready Entrepreneur practices for whichever business idea you eventually decide to choose. And if you do have a specific idea, then you can implement as you go along and be prepared at the starting line when you finish the Ready Entrepreneur course. Okay, let's summarize video 1. This module 1, is about you and fueling you up to get to the starting line with the launch of your business. In this video, we covered why you have business ideas in your head. Remember, having business ideas is normal and means you are part of our greater economic and cultural progress. What are these ideas trying to tell you? It's time to start implementing. And what do you want to do with your ideas? Start a business. That's why you're taking this course, to get to the starting line. Fueling you up is to help you understand you are an entrepreneur because you have business ideas. You understand why you have these ideas, and you want to turn your ideas into a successful business. In video 2 of module 1, Fueling You Up, we're going to break down the words fear and confidence to help you focus on the confidence and overcome the fear you may be feeling about starting your own business. We'll see you in video 2. All right, we are in module 1, Fueling You Up, to get you to the starting line for the launch of your business. And this is video 2, Fear versus Confidence. Fear versus confidence is the heavyweight battle in so many entrepreneurs' minds, even more so than the ideas we discussed in video 1 of module 1. To recap, in the last video, we focused on you and talked about the fact you have business ideas in your head, what these ideas are trying to tell you, and what do you want to do with the ideas. You are a force for change with important business ideas, but we also recognize many of you are battling your fear versus your confidence about starting a business. In this video, video 2, we are going to look at those two words, fear and confidence, and literally break them down to their roots so we can better understand the forces holding you back and how to move forward. Now, for those of you who may have already overcome all fears about starting your own business, which is awesome, or those that never had any fear at all to begin with, you may want to skip this video or listen along out of general personal interest. Okay, let's talk about fear. First, I prefer to break down words to their roots because breaking down the word disarms the power of the word as it currently stands in our society. So, have you ever looked up the definition of fear? Here's what the Merriam-Webster Dictionary says. Fear is defined as an unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by the anticipation or awareness of danger. Now, let's look at that definition. An emotion. Well, many emotions can be controlled or are within your realm to manage, and different people can have different emotions in the same circumstances, so your reaction depends on who you are as a person. But anticipation refers to something that has not yet happened, and awareness is something that can be real. You can see it or feel it. So, where did this word fear come from? The dictionary says the word fear is a mix of Old English, which I'll pronounce far, meaning sudden danger, or Old High German, which I'll pronounce fara, meaning ambush. So think about those words, sudden danger and ambush. The word fear comes from something that is really about to happen. And in that case, fear is valid. If you are in sudden danger, if you're facing an ambush, you probably feel fear. If an attack is really about to happen, you have a reason to feel fear. But if you're sitting in your living room and thinking about your business and you feel fear, where is that coming from? You're probably going to say, it's just how I feel. I'm scared about the money and the time and the work and the risk involved in starting my own business. But think for a minute. At this exact point, why are you already feeling fear? You have no idea how your business idea is going to work out. Maybe there is limited risk because your idea is fantastic and the public is waiting for it. Maybe you can launch the business with little money and efficiently manage the work you have to do. By anticipating and thinking of the fear now, you are conjuring up the ambush that may never happen. So you need to recognize what you're doing. This is the first step towards reducing your fear. Unless you're traveling a lonely road in medieval Europe like this guy in the picture, I don't think there is an ambush coming. At least I hope not. So overcome your fear by recognizing its limits, and let's focus on confidence. We go back to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary for the definition of confidence, which says, confidence is a feeling or consciousness of one's powers or reliance on one's own circumstances. So confidence, like fear, is a feeling, an emotion, but this one comes from within, from your power and your circumstances. Confidence is something you can define, control, and see. The root of confident is the Latin verb confidere, which means to trust in yourself, trust in your power. Now, think again about those two words, fear and confidence. Do you want to be governed by an external concept of, say, an ambush that may never happen? Or do you want to trust in yourself? Think about your answer. Fear versus confidence. A sudden danger versus an internal trust. Which way do you want to go? I think you know. But okay, let's start by talking about the reasons for fear. We're not going to dismiss the valid reasons you feel about fear about starting your own business. Fear is a real occurrence in the brain, and most people are risk adverse. You may have had a family history of business or financial troubles that concern you. You may even have your own history of trouble finding your definition of success. And you may have many other commitments that you feel would be neglected if you pursued business ownership right now. But as we have stated, you also have business ideas in your head, which means you're an entrepreneur looking to take action. In the absence of seeing the ambush right in front of you, you have the ability to overcome the fear you feel about starting your own business. And you do that by building your confidence. So how do you build your confidence? We want to make it clear. Having confidence is not about being the person with the advanced formal education or having a lot of money. Your confidence through Ready Entrepreneur is going to come from actual measurable steps to success. You are going to take concrete action towards launching your business, and with each step forward, we expect your fear to diminish and your confidence to rise. We address each fear: time, money, planning, risk, and all the rest, and give you the practices you need to put in place to overcome these issues on your road to the starting line. Understand, for Ready Entrepreneurs, your confidence is going to come from implementing these practices, which are step-by-step real activities designed to prepare you to launch your business. As you move through the activities, you will build your confidence by realizing that your idea can literally be brought to fruition. Now, for many of you, one of the key sources or multiple key sources of your lack of confidence comes from the voices of discouragement you receive from family and friends. The people who are close to you may believe they are helping you by discouraging you from pursuing your entrepreneurial dreams. They do not want you to take a risk and feel failure. First, people will try and discourage you with their view of the world, so they will tell you most new businesses fail, starting a business costs money, you have other responsibilities you should take care of, you're being selfish, and people will try and discourage you with their ideas about the economic world. We're going to cover these negative comments in more detail in the next video, but here are some of the typical excuses. Your product or service already exists in the market. Everyone already has that product or service you are planning to create. No one will pay for the product or service you are offering. That industry is too tough for newcomers. We dislike all those statements, believe me, so don't get discouraged. We have some ideas for counterattacking those comments. In the next video, we're going to give you some great big company stories to remember when people are trying to force you to see their view of the world. To help you focus on confidence over fear, we have created the Confidence Builder Progress Checklist you can use throughout this course. You can download the list at the end of this module. As you implement the Ready Entrepreneur practices, use the checklist to acknowledge your accomplishments. You will begin to feel your confidence growing as you see your success in meeting Ready Entrepreneur goals. Being fueled is critical to all of the action we are about to take to get you to the starting line with your business. So stay strong, stick with the plan, and let's move forward. Okay, let's summarize where we are. This module 1, is about you and fueling you up to get to the starting line with the launch of your business. In this video, we focused on fear versus confidence, the reasons for fear, gaining confidence, and using the checklist to reward your progress. The Ready Entrepreneur practice from this video is the Progress Checklist. Download the checklist and keep track of your progress as you advance through the modules. Also, if you have successful fear-stomping strategies you want to share with other Ready Entrepreneurs, you can put a comment in the section below this video. Making progress is your ticket to confidence. Actions speak louder than words, and the proof for all doubters is in the performance of the actor. and the actor, of course, is you, the Ready Entrepreneur. Now, we're going to move on to video 3 and talk about the world you are going to enter, the world of entrepreneurs, and the success stories you can use whenever someone tries to tell you your business idea will not work. We'll see you in video 3. We are in Module 1, Fueling You Up, to get you to the starting line for the launch of your business. And this is video 3, the world of entrepreneurs, the world you are going to enter. In video 2 of Module 1, we focused on you and talked about fear versus confidence, the reasons for fear, gaining confidence, and using the Confidence Builder checklist to reward your progress. Another way to overcome fear and build confidence is to stop listening to naysayers and unbelievers who do not support your Ready Entrepreneur dreams. In this video, we are going to talk about the world you are going to enter, the wonderful world of entrepreneurs, and we'll give you some of the examples of success stories you can use whenever someone tries to discourage you away from your business idea. We want to discourage people from discouraging you by, shall I say, firing back with examples when people try to tell you your business ideas will not work. When people say your product or service idea already exists in the market, or everyone already has the product or service you are planning to create, or no one will pay for the product or service you are offering, or that business is too tough for newcomers. You've heard it all, we know. But we want to give you responses from the real world that you can use to answer critics and to inspire you to keep going. Now, I'm not the kind of person who pays attention to the negativity emanating from others. I used to, believe me. I listen to the others and I let them influence me and say all those things. But I found that I could not get to the life I wanted by listening to naysayers and unbelievers. By learning to ignore them and their negative words, I have managed to merrily romp through my life to-do list, checking off every box. I completely understand where you're coming from when you say how hard it is to ignore all those around you who are telling you you are wrong and they are right. But you can, and you must ignore them to ensure your success. We realize the people around you are going to voice their opinions. We also recognize these may be the people who are the closest to you in life, your spouse, parents, children, best friends, and they all seem to be against your business idea. We assume you do not want to just dump them and run away, so we recommend you show them through your work in Ready Entrepreneur that your dream can be brought to fruition. The more people you can bring into your success world, the better. And as we say here, the proof is in performance. Let the negative people see you transform into a Ready Entrepreneur, and you're likely not to hear another word against your plans. You have the power to achieve what you want. We at Ready Entrepreneur are going to support you and cheer you on. One of the great benefits of our new technologies and social media and virtual networks is that you can find your champions anywhere in the world. And by joining us at Ready Entrepreneurs, you've got a team. You no longer have to listen to the naysayers, which is an incredible feeling of freedom. As I said in the introduction, I am very interested in investing in businesses for long-term economic growth and community development. I want to see small and medium-sized businesses thrive and take the steps towards expansion if that's the road you want to take. So, we think big at Ready Entrepreneur, and we use big company examples. But remember, no company started big. They all started where you are, with an idea for a small business, and then the idea grew. Also remember, we said we are not going to start Ready Entrepreneur by stressing about business plans and market research. We will look at those formal steps much later in the process. Right now, we are focused on encouraging you to move forward from where you are now and to take bold steps. So here are your examples for the next time someone claims they know more about the potential for your business than you. Your idea is valid and exciting because you actually have an idea, and your final business might not turn out exactly like the idea you currently have in your head. Many entrepreneurs tweak and adjust their idea to suit changing circumstances, but we want to encourage you from wherever you are now to keep going forward with your plan. Even if you don't have the exact specific business in mind that you want to start, we know that as an entrepreneur, you are thinking about that business, whatever it may be, and that's still an idea one step further ahead than all those who say that you can't do it. So here are the examples, and by the way, these are just examples. We have no affiliations. This is not an endorsement for any product or service. This is all about just providing you with some answers for the naysayers and unbelievers. Example number 1 is the coffee shop. When someone says we already have that product or service, you can say, before Starbucks, there were coffee shops. But was there a European coffee shop experience in your town? Maybe not. Starbucks changed the coffee drinking experience for the average person by creating an atmosphere only world travelers appeared to know about. They actually got you to order your coffee in Italian and let you sit in the store all day and drink it. That's a fun experience. That's why there's now a coffee shop on every corner. When you hear the statement, we already have that product or service, think about the unique experience you are delivering through your business idea, the unique value you may be bringing to this existing product or service, and who are you serving? Maybe, like the people who never go to Europe, the value you are offering will be new for many of your potential customers. All right, example number 2, the mobile phone. Someone says, we already have a big infrastructure supporting that product or service. The implication being the infrastructure is too entrenched and too important to be replaced. So you say, before the invention of the truly handheld mobile phone, there were payphones on every corner, in stores, restaurants, airports, gas stations, schools, everywhere. We, human beings, were the mobile in mobile communications. We walked or drove to a freestanding payphone, paid a dime, quarter, used a card, whatever it was, and made a call. We wanted and used mobile communications every day. But the personal mobile phone product changed the direction of the mobility. The phone came to us into our hands, and when it did, we tore down the old infrastructure, but continued to have communication on the go. So when you hear the statement, we already have a whole big infrastructure supporting that product or service, think about, are you making the product or service more convenient? Is the infrastructure really that important to the product or service being provided? And what additional value are you providing? Okay, example number 3, overnight package delivery. This one I really like. Someone says, no one will pay for a product or service that is already provided more cheaply. So you say, before Federal Express, FedEx, people usually trusted their package delivery to the post office. They did not know when the package would arrive, and they generally did not have overnight service. So FedEx offered customers the chance to pay a premium for guaranteed overnight delivery, much more expensive than the price of a stamp, but considered a valuable new service people could appreciate. What's also interesting about this example is rich people and businesses could afford to send packages by guaranteed overnight delivery. Wealthy people and businesses actually paid someone to fly with the package and deliver it to its destination. So FedEx also took a very expensive service and made it cheaper for some of the potential customers. The company found a value sweet spot between rich and, say, regular folks by inventing a service that appeared as an acceptable premium for many and a bargain for others. So when you hear the statement, no one will pay for that product or service, think about who are the customers you are serving. Are you changing the cost structure for your customers? Are you creating something new where the premium paid over an existing service appeals to people because its value is significant, or vice versa? Okay, let's talk about the final example. Now, I hope these big company examples are giving you valid responses and ideas when people say things that may discourage you from starting your business. That's why we put this video in the course as a confidence building tool for you on your path to starting your business. So let's get to example number 4, low-cost airlines. Someone says, that's a tough business. Newcomers do not survive. And you say, well, Southwest Airlines asked a vital question at its start. What business are we in? The company realized it was in the transportation business, not the airline business. So what is transportation for the average person? Well, transportation means get me there as quickly, cheaply, and safely as possible. So Southwest realized the airline could do away with frills like food and blankets and assigned seating and just let people fill up the plane and be on their way. The transportation business is practical. The airline business defined itself with perks and glamour and lounges and experiences in the sky and all that exciting stuff. But sometimes you just want to get where you want to go, right? So when you hear a statement that a business is too tough for newcomers, think about what business or industry are you in? What does the customer want from the business? And how can you offer the customer value that meets those desires? Okay, that's it for the firing back responses. Like I said, at Ready Entrepreneur, in general, we ignore negativity. The naysayers and unbelievers will come around when you show them what can be done. That's why we provided these examples. So you would have, let's say, something to say when people try to discourage you. But it's not critical, it's not important, and you don't need to listen to them. If you have more examples like this and you want to make a note in the comments and give your fellow Ready Entrepreneurs a few more ideas, please go ahead and do that in the section underneath this video. And of course, we'll keep track of the successful business ideas that you come up with in the years ahead. So, to keep you on track with confidence over fear, as mentioned in video 2, use the Confidence Builder checklist to keep track of your progress throughout the course. You can download the checklist at the end of this module. As you implement Ready Entrepreneur practices, check off your accomplishments. That will be your guide to your growing confidence for building your business. Okay, to summarize. In video 3 of module 1, Fueling You Up, we acknowledge you may be surrounded by naysayers and unbelievers who are trying to derail your Ready Entrepreneur dreams. So we provided 4 examples to counterattack the most common discouragement statements we hear. If someone says we already have that product or service, think about the coffee shop example. You could be creating a whole new experience for the customer. If someone says we've already built up an entire infrastructure for your product or service, remember the transition from pay to mobile phones. Maybe the infrastructure is not critical if a more convenient product or service is available. If someone says no one will pay for your product or service idea, remember the delivery company that made overnight package delivery a premium service for some and a bargain for others. Maybe your business idea can also change the cost structure for your customers. And if someone says your chosen business is too tough for newcomers, remember the airline that focused on the customer needs for transportation, not another vision of the industry. Maybe your business is targeting the customer's basic needs. Okay, those are your examples. And don't forget to use them when you're feeling overwhelmed by discouragement from others. Because Module 1 has been all about getting you fueled up to pursue your entrepreneurial dreams. Use real-world examples to fight discouragement. Avoid feeling overwhelmed by naysayers and unbelievers when you know great stories about those who have been successful. And now your work really begins. In Module 2, we will focus on time. redirecting minutes towards your business goals. We understand the challenges of time. Where is it? How can you get more? What can you do to find the time to start your business? In Module 2, we will think about what time really is, analyze your day and set up your schedule, get organized. We'll break out snippets of time from your daily activities. We'll track your time. Remember, you can work through the modules at your own pace, work out how you'd like to proceed through the videos, and we'll see you over at Module 2.